Okay. Now, you know when I'm working on the mills looking for seals, I find hundreds of loom weights. I only keep, these are all loom weights, that to keep tension in the threads. I only keep the ones that have got the hooks on the top. Hooks are made of iron and they tend to rust and fall off. And all the ones that have fallen off have ended up at the scrap man. I've made a few bobbin lead. But they are loom weights. I mean, there's no doubt about that. You see something like that, it's a loom weight. Except for one which looks a little bit similar, like this. But that's for fishing weight. You can always tell fishing weights, they love to twist the loop at the top, make it a little bit fancy. So that's a fishing weight, but all the others there, they're loom weights. Much cruder, bigger. Now, despite having hundreds of these, I've only ever found one of these at the mill, which has got a hook on each end. Let's just see if I can do this. It's very hard through the camera because it's not bifocal. You don't know where you are. Oh, come on. It's a simple thing. All I want you to do is go on there, look. Yay. Now don't drop off. So, why only one with another hanger for hanging more weights on? But you'll see that in the next lot. They had other kind of weights that they put in a series. But I'll show you that later on. There you go, a hanger weight. Now, these are the ones I could do with some help on. These down the bottom, they were in among the others. But these I'll accept as bigger loom weights, no problem. Those two there. This one, only one of its kind. No idea really what that is. Now, these here, different, the sort of bell shape if anything, got a flat bottom, as though they're almost meant to be weights like that, not hanging off something. They hang off threads. I think these are weights. I would think of a weight. They've all got this flat bottom. Different sizes though. And again, no idea. These are just weights. But they don't go with that lot. They've got a different kind of iron in the top. There was a lot of these, but this iron just rotted away. Okay, what have we got on here? Now at the very end, and I've figured out these are plumb bobs. The ones with the points. Only found two on the whole site. Hundreds of these, two of them. This, I don't really know. It's got a brass hook. This, all ideas gratefully received. All go down on the database. This, well, pendulum clock springs to mind. But why would it be offset like that? So these here, don't really know what they are. They're just different. I've had a few like that, almost like bullets. Right, so that's about it. I've got another set to show you of weights. So please, if you've any idea what these are, just say, hey, number second row up, number 2, or like that. Or bottom row, number 4 across. But if you find anything like that, like those, and you find 3 or 4, you're on somewhere that had a mill, and you will find the old seals. So, we move on to the second lot. I'm sorry if this is a bit disjointed in the film. I keep finding stuff all the time. Halfway through something and I'll find some more. But these are... whereas the others have got wires and hooks, these seem to go on a wire or a string, and you can add as many as you want by the look of it, just to get the right tension. But again, huggins of those, absolute huggins of them. Then I suppose these would come next. These are the same as those, except they're all crude. They look like they've been made at last minute for just a bit of extra weight. Oh, we ran out of them. All crudey. And then we got the conical ones. Now, when I saw this, I thought, we had an outside loo with the, with a cistern right up on the top on a long string, and this was the bit that went on the end. And you pull this to flush the toilet. Well, they had toilets there, and they were flushes, and they were the old high-level cisterns, so perhaps they're toilet flushes. Oh, you go, laugh. Right, oh, look. Spindle walls. No, they're not. I'm afraid not. I found out when you put one thing on YouTube, you've nothing to compare it with. You've no size or anything, and say, hey, especially with seals, they put one side on and say, hey, what's this? Never realising you need 2, or you need to know where it comes from. I know these aren't spindle whorls because I know what they are. They are handles, knobs, door knobs. Look, here's one with a bit of iron still in it. Problem is, the iron just rusts away and you're left with a bit of lead on its own. It is a doorknob for a door or a locker. And I know, you find one of them on their own and you think, whoa, spindle whorl. Sorry, that one hasn't even got a hole all the way through. This one hasn't, but it's got a couple of things there for fastening onto the latch. Yeah. Now here's one that somebody's taken a hammer to and flattened it. It was round. So, they're not spindle whorls. Ah, disappointed. But they are doorknobs. Know that for sure. Because I've had huggins of them. And I mean huggins of them. When they dismantled the mill, everything was spread out on the bleaching fields, and there must be, what, about 12 acres of fields out there with seals and bits of mill on. Now that one, okay, that could well be a spindle whorl. Because it's different. Then there's odds. Weirdos. Weirdo. Don't think that's anything to do with the mill. And then we got something like this. Again, I think a string goes through that with a knot on this end, and it's It's a light switch, but they didn't have electric. Oh. Now, I've got a feeling that could be a spindle whorl. All of these others are straight-sided and that isn't. And then you get the little roundies things. But what they go on, goodness knows. Goodness knows. And the last one, this effort. Huge. The hole goes all the way through, but it's blocked with muck. Big conical thing. So, there are other weights I've found, which were proper weights. The pictures of them on the site, but I've put them somewhere and I can't find them. I've got that much stuff, it's horrendous. Then again, okie dokie. Weights. If you know what any of these are, please let me know. This is how I learned. There it is. I think that's a spindle whorl. If you disagree, tell me. Or if you know different, tell me. If you know exactly what these were used for, please let me know. Glad you could come along. Till I see you next time, you take care. It's out there. Don't go out looking for a weight. Go look for a mill and you'll find hundreds of them. It's the site. I've said this for donkey's years. You can have the best detector in the world, but if you haven't got that hammered silver coin underneath your head, you'll never find it. These come off sites, flax mill sites, and I used to find the sites. Find the sites, find the seals. I found 6 large mills up in the north of England, and I've got about 2,500 plus seals in my collection, and everything that went with them, all the silvers that the workers used to use, the tokens, lead tokens they used when they were gaming, christening spoons, sugar crackers, you name it, it all went with this. And I used to complain, this pesky silver getting in the way of these seals. Been nice to talk to you. You take care, get out there, find yourself a proper site. They still exist. You take care. Bye.